Now I'd like to invite Mr. Matsuo Nonaka, Director General, Trial and Appeal Department, Japan Patent Office. Director General, Mr. Nonaka, please, the floor is yours. This is Nonaka, the head of the Trial Department of the Patent Office. First of all, let me congratulate you on the 20th anniversary of the IP High Court. I'd like to pay tribute to the IP High Court's great contributions to the development of the IP so far. I'd also like to express my gratitude for the opportunity to speak today at the JSIP in such a memorable year. In a lecture given by Director Honda earlier, he introduced the history of the IPHC. I would like to look back on the progress of IP administration over the past 20 years from Patent Office perspective. Today, I would like to cover two main topics. First, the change in patent examination incentives. The second is the main measures and incentives implemented by the JPO. First, I would like to introduce our patent examinations. In Japan, the basic law on IP was enacted in 2003, and that was drafted in 2002 and enacted in 2003. And then our first IP promotion plan was formulated in 2003. JPU has set targets for examination efforts on a 10-year basis and has been working to strengthen and enhance the system. As you can see, recent efforts can be broadly divided into the first phase of 2004 to 14, the second phase of 2014 to 24, and the third phase from 2024 that was just last year. In the first phase, we focused on speeding up and improving the efficiency of patent examinations. In the second phase, the world's fastest, highest quality, and international expansion was our target. So this time we focus on quality and international cooperation. And now we are in the third phase, and we further focus on supporting and the creation of innovation. Now, in the first phase, in order to use patent system to increase international competitiveness through technology development competition, reducing the number of cases waiting for examination for early determination was an urgent issue. And then the JPO had set a goal of shortening the waiting period for examination, the so-called FA period, to 11 months, the highest level in the world by the end of FY 2013. As a concrete measure to achieve this goal, we created an environment for efficient patent examination through system utilization, reducing the burden on examiners by utilizing registered research agency, a significant increase in the number of examiners with an introduction of the fixed-term examiner system. And that is in this red color part. So about 500 headcounts have been added. And with the cooperation of everybody involved, by the end of 2013, we were able to successfully shorten FA to 11 months. In the second phase, we set a goal to realize the world's fastest and highest quality IP system and work to speed up the examination process and promote its high quality. Well, there's a movement to speed up the examination in other countries as well. In order for the results of the JPO's examination to be referred to in the other agencies, it was necessary to disseminate reliable and accurate examination results before other agencies. And therefore, as the new 10-year goal, the FA period will be further shortened to an average of 10 months or less, and the period until rights acquisition or STP will be set an average of 14 months or less. We also achieved this goal successfully at the end of FY 2023. In addition, to improve quality, we've introduced a quality management system, reviewed the screening standards, enhanced interview screening, and expanded foreign language literature research. We work to achieve the world's fastest and highest quality screening, and we are assessed quite highly by our users, as you can see on the right side of this page. And this is also about the second phase. This is about international expansion. And our Japanese users are able to work effectively and in overseas. And JPO's examination practices are being referred. And as you can see on the left side, this is the number of the PPH. This is the patent prosecution highway, and we are working to expand this network. And then also on the right side, this is the International Examination Corporation. With many countries in Asia, we are collaborating to penetrate Japan's examination practices. And since last year, we started the third phase. In addition to maintaining the speed of patent examination and further improving the quality, strengthening and expanding relationships of trust with foreign offices, we are working to support the creation of innovation through the world's best patent examination. For this reason, we position users and other related parties as co-creation partners. We've introduced new initiatives such as push-type support for startups and other organizations to support the promotion of innovation. And this is about a second part. So now I'd like to switch gear a little bit. So this is about overall initiatives for the patent office as a whole. So on the system side, patent office has been working on many changes, and we are being flexible to the change in the society. For example, revising industry property rights system in a timely manner, and also amending the Trademark Act and the Design Act to expand the scope of protection. And we implemented system revisions to meet user needs and the changes in the times. Recently, we are focusing on supporting startups and supporting innovation creation. There have been a number of initiatives so far for the support. And there's a path starting in 2024. The JPO approaches startups eligible for support in a push-type manner, conducting interviews and early screenings. Furthermore, the 2024 revision of the INPIT Act specifies that INPIT's business includes advice and subsidy services for SMEs. INPIT is the core organization of IP management support for SMEs and startups, and we will strengthen the function to realize further one-stop support. In terms of practical aspects of examination and adjudication, we continuously reviewed examination standards based on precedents, technological progress, and opinion from users. In particular, in the field of technology that has developed rapidly in recent years, such as AI, we worked to clarify operations and realize standardized judgment by enhancing case studies. The Department of Appeal organizes a study group for practitioners every year to study adjudication decisions and publish the results. At this study group, we have active discussions with many people from different positions, and the results are passed not only to the judges but also to the examiners and users in Japan and abroad. In addition, the JPO has been the first in the world to promote digitalization and digitalization. These digitalization initiatives aim not only to improve the efficiency of examination and trial operations at the patent office, but also to improve the convenience of users. And we are to increase services for users by further utilizing online. And although it's not included in the slide, last year in November, we had Patent Office Digital Strategy 202X, and we are to utilize digital to increase user experience and also to promote work style changes for the workers and employees working with the Patent Office. Finally, I'd like to talk about international cooperation and assistance. The JPO is promoting cooperation with overseas IP organizations in patents, trademarks, designs, and trials. So we are introducing just a part of these efforts, and there are many meetings where we participate, exchange information, and talk about the policies. And we are to create an efficient and highly transparent global IP environment. At the Trial and Appeal Department, we join IP5 meeting as well, and also the JSIP, of course. And we utilize these opportunities to communicate with the agencies in overseas to increase efficiency and transparency. In particular, this JSIP is a valuable opportunity to interact not only with overseas IP offices, but also with IP judicial officials in Japan and abroad. And such efforts will further strengthen the IP system, and the JPO intends to continue to commit. And as we have just heard in our lecture, the environment is now rapidly changing for the IP. And the Patent Office will continue to review the system and operations. So I appreciate very much for your continuous support and cooperation. That's all from myself. Thank you.
So, Mr. Nonaka, thank you very much for your presentation.